Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pampered Chef Live. We are so glad to have you with us tonight. My name is Michael, and this is our live weekly cooking webinar. We're so glad to have you with us. I'll be moderating with you tonight. And where are you joining from? Wherever you're coming from, however you're feeling tonight, we're glad you're here. Let us know in the chat where you're coming from, how you're feeling, how you're doing. And if your consultant invited you, please add an emoji as well. That helps us know, and we love to see that. During the next 30 to 45 minutes or so, we'll be joining Jennifer from her home kitchen as she teaches us how to make the best, fun, family-friendly DIY frozen treats. They're super easy and delicious. And after the demo, we will be selecting 3 attendees for a product giveaway. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to register for the event right now through the Zoom link in the description of this post so you can be eligible for tonight's drawing. We'll also have some Q&A time with Jennifer after the demo. And if you have a question that you would like us or Jennifer to answer, please drop it in the Q&A feature here in Zoom. That's different from the normal chat feed. Our staff will be responding to as many questions as we can throughout the event, as well as saving some for Jennifer to answer all the good ones. So drop your questions there, whatever you can think of that we can help you with. Couple other housekeeping notes. First of all, everybody will receive the recipe handout via email about an hour or so after the demo ends. So don't worry about taking furious notes. You're going to get all the info you need in your email after the event, as well as a link to watch this session over again in the replay. Second of all, when you are done here in Zoom, there's going to be a survey that pops up, and we would love to get your feedback, help us improve and make your experience better. And if you need a little motivation, we pick a winner every week, randomly drawn from that survey for an additional giveaway. Lastly, if the Zoom chat is getting too busy for your liking, you can always mute it. I want to help you. On desktop, if you're watching this on your computer, click the little arrow next to the chat button at the bottom of your screen and then click Stop Showing Chat Preview. If you're watching on your phone, open the chat, tap the little bell icon, and then select Mute. And you can also hide the reactions that come up from the bottom of the screen by going to More, the 3 little dots, and then selecting Hide Reactions. I hope that helps. Now, friends, I am ready to see some summer frozen treats, and I'm going to get a beverage, relax, and kick back. I think you should all do the same. So let's get cooking. Take it away, Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and we're so excited to be here tonight.
And I'm Kennedy.
And I wanted to tell you just a little bit to start about my story with Pampered Chef. I started about almost 7 years ago in August. And I started because we had kids that were in sports. We have 2 kids that are in college now. We had kids that were in sports, and we needed a little extra money for those things. I stay with Pampered Chef because I love everything about it. I love the friendships that I've made. I love the vacations that I've earned. I've actually got to earn a vacation. We just got back from Disney.
Yes.
And it was so much fun. And I love cooking and sharing with everyone. So we're going to get started. The first recipe we're going to make tonight is going to be the strawberry frozen yogurt bars. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a little tip for you guys. I am just pulling off the top of the strawberries. We're going to put them in the manual food processor. This is a great tool to let your kids help with you in the kitchen. And with the manual food processor, I'm taking off the top of the strawberries. I'm just pulling them off because do you know that the green on top is actually edible? So if there's a little bit in there, it's okay. And you can save the tops and save them in your freezer and use them to make a simple syrup later on. So I'm going to put these in, and Kennedy is going to use this and pump it. It just takes a few times. A couple of more, and then, oh, yeah, you might not be able to see that, sorry. And then we're going to take that off. So, oh, need a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start with, this is Greek yogurt. So these are loaded with protein, and you could do so much with this recipe. You could actually add anything you wanted. It wouldn't just have to be strawberries. But today we're going to use the Greek yogurt. And then we're going to take the strawberries and add the strawberries. And we love this little mini mix and scrape because it's good for me and Kennedy to use. We love it. And so I'm going to just scrape all those strawberries out. And then the final ingredient that goes in the mixture is going to be honey. I'm going to grab that. Kennedy's going to grab that. And we're going to squirt that in here. And you know what? When we use honey, we measure with our heart. So we like a lot of honey because we like it sweet. So we're going to use a little extra.
How is that supposed to come out?
Okay, and then let me get this out of the way. And a little bit, well, we need more. It's calls for 2 teaspoons, but we actually like a little bit more than 2 teaspoons. And
It's hard to squeeze.
Kennedy's got to be strong to get all that honey out. Okay, so now we're going to put that in. So like I thought you could even add some, if you wanted to, you could add bananas to make it a little sweeter even. But this is such a good frozen treat. You want to stir that for us, Kennedy? Kennedy's going to stir that. And then the next thing we're going to do, we're using the smallest scoop. Now I'm using the smallest scoop because it's a little bit tinier and it's easier to get into the yogurt. I'm sorry, into the snack bar maker. So I am going to take this after she gets that mixed up, and I'm going to just do 2 scoops per thing. And as I do that, she's going to follow up with, she's going to sprinkle in a little bit of granola over the top, which also adds a little sweetness to it. This is such a great frozen treat.
And they're so yummy.
So, okay, I'm going to start scooping. And Kennedy, as I scoop, if you'll add a little sprinkle to the top of these. And I might have gotten a little too much, but that's okay. And
I love these. These are so yummy.
these are great for breakfast even. You guys can have these, a frozen treat for breakfast in the summer. How great would that be? By the pool, have a great frozen treat. We've been actually eating these a lot lately. And so I'm doing like not as good as I should be here. We got to do them a little more even. But thankfully, we'll have some ready at the end. We are almost done.
On that one.
And then once you're done, we're going to put the lid on this. So those are going to press down and be fine. She's getting a little ahead of me. I guess I'm a little slow. Now, a little bit more about our family. I forgot to mention that I'm married, and we've been married for just this last Sunday for 23 years. And we have 3 kids. Kennedy's our youngest. And now I'm going to throw the lid on the top of this, and we're going to put these in the freezer. And how quick and easy is that? I love that. We're going to put those in the freezer and get started on our next treat. So our next treat, guys, this has been something we've loved for years.
Ever.
Okay, we're going to this is an easy one, actually. Let me put this to the side. We're going to use the Quipsicle maker, and we're making berry lemonade Quipsicles. And we're going to take the cup slicer. Oh, who loves the cup slicer?
Me.
Have you used the cup slicer with your kids? We love the cup slicer. So I'm going to move that aside. I better move that blade out of the way. And Kennedy is going to slice with the cup slicer for us. Now, some of these, we'll only use a couple into the frozen treat, but we're also going to use some later to show you another thing that we absolutely love. So yeah, the cup slicer is great for kids. I even sent one to one of my neighbors. And because she was cutting with this big knife grapes. And I was like, oh, please don't do that. You need to have a cup
It's
slicer.
overflowing.
So I sent it to her, and she is now the happy owner of a cup slicer. So I'm gonna dump this in. There's all those strawberries all cut up at once.
And the cup slicer is really easy to use.
And Kennedy did that all by herself. So now we need 2 of those strawberry slices in there, Ken.
I need to pick.
And 2 blueberries. Now, something else I wanted to share with you guys about this, and then we're just gonna pour that lemonade in that we made yesterday with our quick stir pitcher. And we're gonna throw that in, and then you just put this in. And oh yeah, did I mention that these popsicles are ready in 8 minutes? Love them. We love this. So another thing, a little tip about this is if you take this and if you make fresh juice, or if you make smoothies and you have extra, throw it in there and you have a super healthy snack anytime. Great. Another great thing for the pool. Okay.
Me and my cousins always love to make popsicles in the quicksilver maker, and then we like to eat them by the pool.
Yeah, we love them. Okay, so next on our list, and we're gonna make, this is new. Who has seen this? We love, love, love it. So
Orange vanilla.
yes, we're gonna make the orange vanilla slushie in the frozen drink maker. And so Kennedy is gonna do this. Super, super easy. We're gonna do, so we have a 1/3 cup of milk. So the good thing I think about, one of the good things that I love about this is because you could use any kind of milk in this. Oat milk, almond milk, any kind of milk that you use. So I love recipes like that. We have our older daughters are vegetarian and vegan, and so they like to, and that was a 1/2 cup of orange juice, a tablespoon of sugar, and then, oh yeah, have you guys seen these? We are gonna also put in a little bit of vanilla to make that vanilla. And so we're gonna throw that in. And she's gonna stir on that. And as she stirs on that, I'm gonna work on some other things. I wanna show you how these popsicles, hopefully I made some before, so we'll see if these are still frozen or if they're melted. Oh, no. Oh, look how pretty these are. So, oh,
Wow,
how about
so
that? Can you guys see that? We are loving this. And you want to try it?
Yep.
Oh,
It's so good.
now what do we do with it? She's going to continue to stir that. While she stirs that, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite new products that we absolutely love. So we have the, this is coming out. I got it. This is our chilled serving tray. So, back everything up here. I put the lid on these strawberries, so we have the strawberries for later. I'm actually gonna lay this popsicle down so it doesn't get everywhere. So, lid on the strawberries. Now, this is a chill and serve tray, okay? The chill and serve tray, it actually has an ice compartment underneath, and it keeps everything cold for a long time. Now, you can use it 2 ways. You can use it for charcuterie, or you can also use it to keep this open and put stuff in the ice, okay? So you can do it either way. It is beautiful. I absolutely love it. And when you host this month, you can actually get this for 60% off. Or with a qualified party, you could also earn it free because we have double free in June. So don't miss out on that. Now, I am going to show you how pretty it looks. let me pop these out of the freezer and show you. This are going to be our finished. I'm going to put this on here. So another thing, did you know?
It's so pretty.
Have you ever thought about being a consultant? They're going to slide around because they're frozen. Have you ever thought about being a Pampered Chef consultant? Because this month, when you join our team, you can actually get a kids club box free with any consultant kit. So we are loving, and we have always loved, cooking in the kitchen together. So when the kids club box came out, Judy and I were just thrilled and so excited. So now I'm going to take these strawberries and add them to the board. And let's see if we can make it look nice and pretty with those sliced strawberries that Kennedy sliced. Some of them have a little bit of the green, but so then we can serve these to all the kids at the pool, have a healthy snack with some protein. And the strawberries smell delicious. Of course you can eat a strawberry. There's the strawberry. Do you want to try a yogurt bar, Kennedy?
Uh-huh.
So I am moving a little slow on the strawberries. I could just pile them, but I'm trying to make them look pretty to show you. But I absolutely, and you can see how big this board is because it has, let me hold it up. Can you guys see that? And so Kennedy is a wonderful helper. We have so much fun in the kitchen all the time. So I'm going to add, almost finish the strawberries. Of course, then we're going to try it. She says I need more on the other side. She says I'm not doing a proper. How's the stirring going with the slushie, Kennedy?
Good.
How's it smell?
Amazing.
We are. And so this is how quick and easy these recipes are, guys. We are almost done with everything, including plating all of these strawberries. And do you want to try the strawberry bar, Kennedy?
Yes.
It's just right. And I'm going to try one too. Hey, cheers. Happy summer. I hope you guys are enjoying everything. We're going to check. This takes
8 minutes.
This takes 8 minutes. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
So this takes 8 minutes and it takes a lot of stirring.
I gotta wash my hands. I got strawberry on them.
So we'll be stirring this. And it's a long
Process.
8 minutes, you know, it's like, it's starting to thicken up just a little bit, but we love this. And I don't know if you know this or not, they just started to sell today on these. You can get one for everyone. So let me show you. See, it's yummy. You want a little sip, Kennedy? You want to try it? How's it taste?
It tastes like an orange creamsicle.
So this is the orange vanilla slushie recipe, and it's going to be a little bit before it's ready, but I am about ready to. You want to show them what we've got?
Yes.
So we want to share with you. You guys can have a kids club box too. It comes with an awesome. It comes with all of this, with the pizza seasoning, recipes, a pin, and
Here's everything it comes with.
let me show you that really close up. And whoops. And the box with, when you open the box, it has take a peek. It's so fun. We are so excited about this and want to share this with everyone.
It was so fun to make the little pizza pockets.
When Kennedy opened it, and by the way, one of my favorite recipes at the Kids Club box is the beignets. Don't miss out on the beignets. So I am going to continue to mix this slushie. And then I will. That's about all for us. So back to you, Michael.
All right. I'm coming back online here. Here we go. So awesome job, guys. This is great. So just to clarify, we had a couple questions in the chat. So we did save a little time by doing some magic of TV with the Quixicles and other things. So people were like, how fast does that Quixicles maker go? So yes, we had two batches. One was in the freezer and then the other one came out. So just in case anybody was wondering how magic that was. But these are really fun things that with a little freezer time, you put those bars in for a bit. Same with the frozen drink maker. You just put the inserts in until it's frozen, pull it out, and then you scrape on the sides. Makes it easy peasy. So we sped things up for all of you. You know, it's summer. You want to get outside and enjoy these treats, right? So awesome work, friends. We're going to give you guys just a little break, and I'm going to do some fun stuff, and then we'll bring you back on for Q&A. So Kennedy and Jennifer, awesome work. Something I want to tell you all about is, so we looked at that Kids Club box, and I'm going to tell you more about that in just a second. We last week launched something really special that I'm really excited about and I want to tell you about. Is that last week we did our first ever Kids Club cooking class. And what that is it's kind of like Pampered Chef Live, a little bit like Pampered Chef Live, but also a little bit different. And if I can just share my screen here 1 second, I'm going to tell you about this. Oh, this is different than your normal Pampered Chef Live. We had real kids cooking real food as a cook-along event. This is a totally free cooking class where kids can learn real cooking skills while making fun and having a delicious treat. And we're doing these 4 more times in the summer. So every 2 weeks on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Central Time. So the next one is next week, Thursday, not this week, next week, Thursday, June 26th at 4 p.m. Central Time. If there's a kid in your life who loves to cooking, if there's somebody you know a family you know, maybe it's your own kids, maybe somebody else's kids who would enjoy this, please let them know we're doing this fun cooking class for kids. It's a ton of fun. You can register on the Pampered Chef website through the Kids Club page, or you can find the live events on the top nav, and then you'll find the Kids Club pull down. So we hope you will catch us at the next one because we had a ton of fun at the previous one, and you might get to win one of these cool plushies as well. So speaking of winning things, let's move on to our giveaway for tonight. And tonight we are giving away 3 of our frozen drink makers. So congratulations to Rosalind Woodland, Greg Spangenberger, and Itzel Magana. Y'all, you're making me work for these names tonight. I love it. Congratulations, Rosalind, Greg, and Itzel. You are our winners. I will get in touch with you after this to get your shipping information and get a frozen drink maker in the mail for you just in time for the heat wave that's going to be coming through at least my area next week. So look for that very soon. And starting from today, Jennifer mentioned this as well, we just launched a new sale where starting today and just until Monday, you can get a set of 4 frozen drink makers at a discounted price. This is a great way to be ready for the family or your friend group so you can be ready for summer. So if you can buy a set of 4, you can take advantage of this discounted price just until Monday, June 17th through 23rd only. So take a look at that. And speaking of June offers as well, one other thing Jennifer mentioned, when you host a party with your friends and family in June, hosts can get 60% off any one product and double rewards. That means hosts get twice as much to spend with qualifying party sales. So there is still time this month to book a party with your consultant and take advantage of this. All right. And the last thing I want to tell you about, hosting is amazing, shopping is fun, but the best way to stock your kitchen and earn some income is saying yes to your own Pampered Chef side hustle. When you step into something like this, it's yours. It's your schedule, your goals, your flexibility. It's fun, and you can do this on the go between soccer drop-off and dinner. Jennifer took a chance and said yes, and she's earning extra money on her terms. And as you can see, she's loving it and involving the whole family too. Lots of fun. So here's the scoop. When you start this month with any of our launch kits, you can get a free bonus product, which is our Kids Club Dough Much Fun box. But the real bonus is creating something that fits your life as it is. What would you do with an extra 300 bucks this summer? A little getaway, weekend giveaway, maybe some groceries, maybe a gift. Drop it in the chat. Let us know what you would do. All right, so we're going to bring you back on for Q&A, Jennifer and Kennedy. Thank you all for those who asked questions. Last chance to submit a question to the Q&A if you have anything else you want to ask. So a couple of things here. Let's see. Oh, and a question that I saw earlier, the mold that you were putting the bars in. Can you tell us a little bit more about that product? Because it sounds like you've got a little bit of experience using it.
Yes, actually, I've done workshops with it. We use it for, you can make granola bars. You can use it for you could even make a small like oatmeal cookie with it. There's several different things you could do with it. And it does have the lid, so you could leave the lid on it and store it in your freezer or in your refrigerator for that as well.
Yep. So that's our snack bar maker set. So good question. Let's see. So this question says, what is the tray you use for the yogurt items? Oh, right. We just answered that. Never mind. Similar question. All right. Moving on. With the smoothie maker, can you use a hand blender instead of a manual stir? So if you had an electric like stirrer thing, would that work with the frozen drink maker? Do you know?
I have not used it. I'm not sure, but I think it might. I think it may work.
I would check the use and care on that. I would just want to know, make sure that it wasn't going to scrape up the sides or anything like that. It was a good question though. And let's see, something else. Someone's curious about, have you done any sugar-free ingredients and kind of changed things up in any of these frozen recipes or with the Quickskill maker or anything else like that?
I have not, but I know that you can. You can definitely use sugar-free. I don't think you would even have to add the sugar to the recipe we made tonight. It does call for it, but I think it would be sweet enough without it. And you can also make adult drinks in it.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's another thing you can make. So yeah, I do think even without the sugar, it would be fine.
Kennedy, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down about how you feel about sugar-free. Yeah, that was okay. All right. So a couple other questions here. Let's see. Let me just glance here. I think we got time for one or two more. Someone said, can you put soda in the slushie maker? Have you ever done that in the frozen drink maker? Soda?
You could, yes. And I saw Moscato. I'm sure you could put that in there as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the way it works is that you put it in the freezer, the white part, and then that freezes. And then anything you put in there quickly becomes cold. And so the way that Kennedy is stirring is how you get it to kind of ice up a little bit. So I'm just curious, Jennifer, as you have been doing this, you said 7 years, is it?
7 years in August, yes.
7 years. Okay. In 7 years of doing this, you've got kids who are grown. You've got Kennedy, who's a bit younger. What's it been like for you juggling parenting and running your business and everything in between?
It's been perfect. It goes with us everywhere we go. Literally, we take it everywhere. My oldest daughter had lived in New York. I even sent her Pampered Chef stuff into New York. We use it all. We love it all. And I just sent our middle daughter is in college, and I sent like 2 boxes of stuff to her in college, and she was so excited. I mean, they've been around almost their entire lives, and they still get excited about getting Pampered Chef, and so do I. I love everything about it. There's not anything that I don't enjoy.
Love it. That's amazing. And last question for you is, for someone who says, you know what, I've been thinking about it for a while. I think I'm ready. I want to start my own Pampered Chef side hustle, get that kids club box. What advice would you have to somebody who's just starting out as a new consultant and how that they can be successful and make this their own?
I'd say, why not? Give it a 90-day try. It's definitely worth the try. And if you give it a try, and it can do what it's done, like for me and my family, it would be completely worth it. It is something that can really literally go with you to soccer games, basketball games, anywhere, any court, any field. I take it everywhere, and you can too. I think it is a great side hustle or even a full-time job. I love it.
Amazing. Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. And Kennedy, it sounds like you're having a lot of fun by the pool and other things during your summer break. And cool that this enables you all to do that and do that together. So thank you both for leading and for sharing your time and talent with us. And if any of you are interested in learning more about being a consultant yourself, talk to your local consultant, or you can just go to our website and go to the Be a Consultant page on our website to learn more. And you can find out about some of the offers, such as the opportunity to get this box. So thank you all again for joining us. We hope you'll join us the same time next week, where you can come and learn from Brittany, who's going to be teaching us how to make a red and white and blue, if you want it to be, dessert pizza that's perfect for both 4th of July and Canada Day parties. So register now for that to learn about how to make a dessert pizza, as well as a yummy strawberry treat that you'll see as well. Super tasty, fresh, sweet. It's going to be delicious and fun. So register now. Thanks again, friends. I hope you have a great summer night, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.